welcome back to CJ's Keto Kitchen. Well, let's face it, there's a lot of hustle and bustle, whether you practice the ketogenic lifestyle or whether you practice any other kind of lifestyle. There's lots of things going on, doctor's appointments, school functions, being snowed in like we have been. Sometimes what you really want to do is get something on the table lickety-split. And that is what we are going to do tonight. It's going to be chicken Parmesan casserole. So come along with me and let's get started. So traditionally, chicken Parmesan is more of an Italian-American dish, kind of like fajitas are Tex-Mex. So traditionally in Italy, it was more along the lines of an eggplant Parmesan instead of chicken or pork. So when Italians started immigrating into the United States, there was a lot more access to cuts of meat. And so it was at that time that they started incorporating more chicken and pork into their Parmesans. And so it is more of an American-Italian hybrid. But nonetheless, it can sometimes be a intensive dish as far as you have to bread the cutlets and then you fry them, and then it is accompanied by a marinara sauce and or pasta. So tonight, we're going to be doing all of those steps into a casserole, which is a lot easier for those of us who have very busy lives and full families, and we need to get our food on the table as quickly as possible. So this dish is of course ketogenic because there is no pasta in it and there is no breading, only keto breadcrumbs. But if you would like to serve this dish to your non-keto family, it could definitely be accompanied by some type of pasta. So let's go ahead and get started. So to begin our casserole, we need to start with a casserole dish that is either an 8x8 or something similar to this size, about a 2-quart casserole dish. And I have greased mine with avocado oil spray. Now into our casserole, we need to put about 4 cups or so of cooked chicken. And you could use rotisserie chicken. This is about 6 thighs, boneless, skinless thighs that I have cut up and cooked. And you need the chicken to be cooked. You could use breast if you like, although thighs are a little bit more in keeping with the ketogenic lifestyle. But use whatever meat that you prefer. You could also use pork if you liked pork better and make it a pork Parmesan. That is totally acceptable also. So I'm just putting this all into the bottom of my casserole dish. And to this, we are going to add several things. I would like to season my chicken a little bit, so I am going to put in just a spoonful of pesto, and this is a completely optional step. I'm just going to kind of sprinkle it on top because I am going to spread it around. And pesto is just a basil and olive oil and pine nut kind of traditional Italian spread, and you can just find it with the rest of your Italian things. I'm also going to add a little bit of roasted garlic, just about a half a teaspoonful, just a small amount, and once again I'm going to be spreading that around. And then I'm also going to be using a little bit of garlic powder. I like the way that both the powder and the actual pureed garlic perform individually. That's why I like to use a combination. And then I'm going to put a little bit of 21 seasoning salute in here. And I'm also going to put in a little bit of oregano, just to give it that really Italian flavor. Now I'm just going to take my spoon and I'm going to stir around the seasonings that I have put onto the chicken, just so that it goes all over our cubed cooked chicken. So it's nicely well seasoned. I'm going to salt it a little bit because this doesn't have any salt or anything on it. And then I'm also going to put a little bit of just regular black pepper. Now, if your family likes things spicy, you could of course also put some crushed red pepper in with this step if you'd like. But because my children are going to be eating this, I'm not going to put that in for us. So then I need about 1.5 cups of prepared marinara or spaghetti sauce. And I use the Hunt's pasta sauce, and I use the garlic and herb because it's very economical. It's about 99 cents for a can, and there's only 1 carb difference between this and the Rouse. So I'm very happy with it, and it performs very well. So I'm going to stir that up and just coat all of our chicken with it. So the next step that I want to do is I want about 1.5 cups to 2 cups of mozzarella cheese. And I'm just going to sprinkle that, and then I'm going to stir it in. So that the cheese gets all throughout the chicken. And I'm just going to kind of press this down because then we are going to be adding our topping that is going to mimic the breading of the chicken parmesan. And in order to do that, I have about 1/3 cup of almond flour that has been blanched. And I also have 1/3 cup of grated Parmesan, and that is the kind of Parmesan that comes in a shaker can like this, because I find that it mimics breadcrumbs very well, and that's what we're trying to do with this casserole, because traditionally chicken Parmesan is a breaded cutlet, usually breadcrumbs of some kind or panko, and then it's fried, and then you put the sauce on top. So we're getting all of the elements in this casserole without having to do all the breading and the frying. So this is going to be sprinkled on top, and it's going to form a beautiful golden crust that is going to give us that feeling of Parmesan chicken without all of the carbs and all of the work. So that is a win-win situation when you're very busy and you've got hungry mouths to feed, and you just need to get dinner on the table, whether you're ketogenic or not. So this dish could absolutely accompany some type of pasta if you have family members who are not ketogenic. And it can also accompany some kind of zucchini zoodle, or riced cauliflower or noodled cauliflower product, or of course shirataki noodles or any other ketogenic type noodle. Okay, so I have sprinkled this all over the top with our faux breadcrumbs, our keto breadcrumbs. We are going to slide this into the oven for about 25 to 30 minutes at 350 degrees, and I already have my oven preset. And then we will be back to show you what it looks like and have CJ take a taste. So it looks good. It's bubbling on the sides. I am going to go ahead and put this on broil for just a minute or two and make sure that my breadcrumbs get nice and toasty on top. Okay, I've browned up the top a little bit, made our breadcrumbs nice and toasty. So now I'm going to get this out and let it sit for a minute or two, and then we'll let CJ do a taste. Hi, baby.
Hi.
It's time for dinner. It's been a rough day, and
hungry.
this is an easy dinner.
Yeah, I was here. I saw you make it.
Was it easy? Did it look easy?
Yeah, actually it did.
You think a novice could make it?
Looks like I could make it.
Well, it is your kitchen, you know. Okay, this is chicken Parmesan casserole.
Chicken Parmesan casserole.
Yep.
Okay. So, you know, Sarah has to always tell me what this is, because even though I'm here holding the camera, my mind is on a lot of other things and not always what this is called. So, anyway, that's why she always tells me what this is called. Oh, that's good. Tastes really Parmesan-y. I don't know if that's a word or not, but it does taste really good.
And yours does not have any pasta or zucchini or anything.
Right. So this is, I mean, we just made this. We let it sit for, what, 20 minutes maybe?
Yes. I served the girls their pasta.
but we have not decided if we're going
Right.
to pasta or a pasta substitute.
Yeah, we're thinking about using shirataki noodles.
Yeah, we got
from,
some kind of hearts of palm.
Yeah,
in
we
a
got
keto
something
crate.
from a keto crate.
Yeah.
We're thinking about using those just to try them.
Yeah.
But we probably wouldn't normally do this over zoodles
Or just by itself.
or by itself. But this is really good. I think people will like it.
It's fast.
I know my dad would like this because we used to do like veal parmesan.
My son's favorite is chicken parmesan.
And
He would probably love it.
He would really like this.
Yeah.
And so, anyway, good job, baby. Good recipe. I think people will like it. Bye-bye.
Thanks for joining us again tonight, you guys. We hope that you enjoyed this casserole as much as my family did. We hope that you will consider subscribing and hitting the notification bell so that you know when we upload new content. We have new recipes every Sunday, and we also have keto conversations on Wednesdays. And that's where we get together and we talk about different ketogenic topics and help support each other on this lifestyle. So please hit the notification bell so that you know when we upload our new content. We are also on social media, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, all of those, and that is CJ's Keto Kitchen. And also, if you would like to head on over to our blog, that's CJSKETOKITCHEN.com, and all of our nutritional information and any other things you might need there, macros, other recipe ideas, can always be found there. So please come on back and see us again, and we'll see you next time on CJ's Keto Kitchen. Bye-bye.